Hey pretty gang, today I will be showing you how to do acrylic application on short, medium, and long nails. So I had to persuade one of my male clients to let me do these on his nails. So I did not prep the nail, I did not blend the tip into the nail bed, I didn't do anything. I just made it easy for the pop-off method. I started off by dipping my brush into the monomer. I use here Sky monomer. I've been using that for over a year, and I feel like it works best with most brands that I use. But I only really use Valentino, but when I do change my brand, it still works perfectly. I definitely will recommend. Here, I'm just tapping the brush to make sure that the acrylic is being fully absorbed by the monomer. I feel like this is a good way to show the consistency. You can tell I have it upside down and the bead is not running over the sides, it's not too runny, and it's not too dry. A perfect bead is a control bead. If you put the bead on the nail tip and it's running off the sides or dripping down, then it's too runny. You apply too much monomer to your brush before you put it into the acrylic, or you didn't let the acrylic set enough. If you put the bead onto the nail tip and you can't mold it, you can't move it around, it's not going nowhere, then it's too dry. You have to apply more monomer to your brush. As I said before, I am using Valentino acrylic, and their acrylic is pretty self-leveling. That's why I really love their brand. You don't have to really do too much with it. Here I am using the tip of my brush to guide down the acrylic. I am maintaining my shape by going side to side and wiping off the sides to make sure I maintain the square shape.
I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth.
You can tap the tip of your nail with the belly of your brush and just cut off the tip of the excess acrylic that's hanging off the top. Your smallest bead is going to be your cuticle bead. That's just to do the filling at the top where the cuticle area is. So make sure you're not applying too much acrylic to this area so you don't flood it. Here you see me tapping the acrylic to flatten it so I can be able to get it from sidewall to sidewall. And then I'm gently pressing it down at the same exact time. I'm cleaning the sides so I'm not flooding the cuticle area. I am using my nail brush to gently wipe away any extra acrylic that might have gotten onto the cuticle area. That gap in the corner was bothering me, so I used a tiny little bead to put into that area to fill the gap. I dried it on my towel to make sure it's a little bit more easier for me to mold once I get it onto the nail. I'm using the tip of my nail brush again to clean up the sides in the cuticle area to maintain my shape. For my medium size nail, I believe I did the 3B method. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I did. Here I'm just tapping the bead until the acrylic caramelizes onto the brush. And once it does, I know it's ready to be applied. You want to apply your first bead right in the middle where the nail tip and the nail bed meet. That makes it basically lock them two together. I am using the tip of my nail brush to drag the acrylic down the nail tip. It's still easy to mold. It's not hard yet. I'm adding monomer to make it more movable.
My trust in you. What will you do? Will you just step back? Will you duck it out? Will you be here to the end? I just wanna know if you my friend. I just wanna know if you pretending. I know I've been away. I'm just trying to get my mind straight.
You want to apply your second bead right above that bead. This is the bead that's going to build your apex. And the apex of your nail is the highest point of your nail, that hump part. It doesn't have to be too big, but that's where the strength of your nail comes from, so it's not just breaking on you. Now I am about to apply my third bead, which is my cuticle bead. I apply that bead right below the cuticle area, maybe a hairline away. If I get any on the area, I'll just use the tip of my nail brush to wipe it away. Here I'm basically letting my acrylic set more. I'm pressing it down, pushing it sidewall to sidewall, and dragging it down as I go. And I'm going to apologize in advance because in the middle of the middle finger, I got a phone call and it cut my video off. So I did not get the ending of that part. But I have one more note for you guys. Since this nail is longer, I am attempting to grab a bigger bead. However, the bead that I grabbed was not as big as it needed to be. But I really want to show you guys how it's supposed to look. So after this bead, I'm going to do a larger bead for you guys. At this part, you'll see me using the tip of my nail brush to flatten the top of the acrylic bead. That's for when I put the next bead on, it's easier and the transition looks smoother. Then I'm patting the sides down, patting the top down, and letting the acrylic fall and molding it as I go.
My new bitch look like Halle Berry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch fun like Jackie Brown. I wanna love her, she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime, it's not going well. Need some me time. Hope you know what you want. Crib by the beach like Odell. No, I'm on my killers, don't tell. Shadow, I'm up of the New York the shelf. Now my bitch is addicted to Chanel. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, girl, no maybe. In the meantime, it's not going well. Get some me time. I don't know if you know what you want. But it's been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. In the meantime, it's not doing what I want. Get some me time. You do what you want. In the meantime, it's not doing what I want. Get some me time. You do what you want. Maybe I don't love myself, I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth.
Like a glance from the past, you can see the dark. In the frame, you're the poster on the wall. My dreams, you the prince, and I'm the car. Fairy tales, I'm not used to it. Oh, you got me questioning what it's done to me. Used to be out.
When you notice that your bead is drying out, just apply more monomer and just use more pressure.
Don't fuck me up, don't let me down. You know I want to be around. You talking more and more. I didn't think we ever be so crazy. I'm letting down my guard. Don't fuck me up, don't let me down. Cause if you ever wanna drown, I need to hear it from you. Can we know you tell me how to fuck me up, don't let me down. Slit your wrist, but I'm willing to take a chance. What you think with my heart's in your hands? Gotta learn how to let someone hold. Take time, gotta trust who I let the truth. Got me questioning what it's done to me. Used to be out of reach. Feel like you're testing me, but it's necessary. Full court press on me. Don't fuck me up, don't let me down. You know I wanna be around. You study more and more. I didn't think we ever be so crazy. I'm letting down my guard. Don't fuck me up, don't let me down. Cause if you ever wanna.
The tip of my nail is a little thin, so I'm going to apply this bead above the tip of my nail so I can blend the top of the acrylic bead upward and the bottom downward, and it'll still be a smooth transition.
Feel I'm
Make sure that you're cleaning up the bottom of the nail and the sides of the nail to maintain the shape throughout the process.
Don't fuck me up.
Good day in my mind, safe to take a step out. Get some air now, let your edge out. To some ice, but you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now, got me bummed out. You, baby, baby, baby. I've been on my empty mind, shit. I should've came from losing the best in me. I worry that I wasted the best in me. Oh, you, baby, you don't care. I'm trying to be a nuisance, this is hurting. Trying to make sense of little change, got me a war in my mind. Gotta let go of weight, he was holding me to the right, but it will be looking fun on me. All the while, I wait my arm, I feel it. Still wanna try, still believe it. Good days, always always inside. Good living in my mind, hold me on my feet.
In this area, I felt like I seen like a little dip, this area right here. So I'm going to add a small bead of acrylic to add right there and smooth it upward and downward. After filling in that dip, I am pretty much done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.